Hello po, magandang araw po sa lahat. I'm uploading this video kasi po we have an update from the Supreme Court of the Philippines with regards to the granting of the Good Conduct Time Allowance na makikita po natin sa Republic Act 10592. Now, if you can still remember mga kaditi, especially yung nagre-review right now, sa YouTube channel po natin na discussion under non-institutional correction subject, I was very clear in saying na may mga disqualifications po tayo sa pag-grant ng GCTA. Ang mga disqualifications po natin, una, pag ang tao is recidivist, disqualified siya from GCTA. Pangalawa, pag ang tao is habitual delinquent, disqualified pa din po. Or number 3, iskipin po yung tao, not qualified. Tsaka yung number 4, those convicted persons of heinous crimes. Na-enumerate ko din po sa discussion natin sa non-institutional correction in terms of those crimes, yung mga krimen po considered to be heinous. Now, as of April 3, 2024, may publication po ang Supreme Court of the Philippines sa kanilang official website po containing the decision kasi po may kaso po kasi ito lodged in the Supreme Court. Itong General Registry Number 249027 tsaka yung isa GR number 249155 containing containing the cases of Ginto and others versus the Department of Justice at saka yung isa inmates of New Bilibid Prison versus the Department of Justice. So, ang sabi po ng Supreme Court of the Philippines, and I want everybody to listen up, especially yung mga review lecturers po natin, mga review lecturers natin para po sa pagdating ng araw, hindi po tayo magbugbugan sa social media kung sino yung tama o sino yung mali. As much as possible, lahat po ng mga review lecturers should be updated with this also, especially yung magti-take po ng board examination. So, ang sabi po ng Supreme Court, ang Department of Justice exceeded its power of subordinate legislation when it excluded persons of convicted of heinous crimes from the benefits of Republic Act 10592. Ang nakalagay kasi sa Section 3 ng Republic Act 10592, pagbasahin po natin yung batas, nakalagay po doon, and I quote, ang kwalifikado po are those convicted individuals or convicted prisoners in any penal institution, rehabilitation, or detention center or any other local jail. Hindi po nakalagay sa Section 3 na ang recidivist, ang habitual delinquent, persons who committed heinous crimes or escapees shall be disqualified. Wala kasi, if you will read it, never pong naglagay ang 10592 ng disqualifications. So, kaya nga ang sabi ng Supreme Court, nag-exceed po ang Department of Justice when they crafted the 2020 revised manual ng Good Conduct Time Allowance. So, taliwas po. Kasi sa IRR or Implementing Rules and Regulations ng GCTA, may nakalagay na disqualifications, pero sa batas po mismo ng Republic Act 10592, talagang wala naman pong diskwalipikado. So, ngayon, ang Supreme Court ruled that lahat po ng convicted prisoner is entitled to the Good Conduct Time Allowance as long as prisoner in any penal institution, rehabilitation, or detention center or any local jail. So, ano bang ibig sabihin dyan? Ibig sabihin po, kahit recidivist ka, kahit escapee ka, kahit habitual delinquent ka, or kahit nakapag-commit ka ng heinous crimes, these are no longer disqualifications as what the Supreme Court of the Philippines ruled. Okay? So, I'd like to appeal sa lahat po ng mga review lecturers, let us be updated, let us upgrade po yung knowledge po natin. So, again, as of now, bottom line po natin, hindi na po diskwalifikado ang nakapag-commit ng heinous crimes, hindi din po diskwalifikado kahit recidivist ka, kahit habitual delinquent ka, or kahit escapee ka, you can still avail po sa Good Conduct Time Allowance. I just hope yung gagawa ng questions kagawa ng questions with regards to this are also updated with the current decision for the Supreme Court. So maraming salamat po, and I hope you will share this video para at least po mas spread yung news about the new update sa decision ng Supreme Court. Maraming salamat po sa pagtagilik ng Bicueno.